Welcome to the program. Inverse functions with exponents. The best way to teach you is to show you. If we have something like f of x equals x to the 7th, and we want to find the inverse of this, the first thing we do is replace f of x with y, rewrite the function, and then we exchange the positions of x and y. We say x is equal to y to the 7th. Now we solve for the new y, and then from the video, from the assessments, I saw some people stopped here. Do not stop here. Solve for the new y. And how do I do that? I take the 7th root of both sides. So it becomes, if I take the 7th root of the both sides, then now I have x, not x, y, because when you take the 7th root of y to the 7th, you're just left with y. Y is equal to the 7th root of x. And that is the f inverse of x. Considering that the given was x to the 7th, f inverse of x is equal to the 7th root of x. All right, a couple more examples. Let's do another one. Let's do f of x equals 4x to the 4th. And we're interested in the function for when x is greater than 0. Okay, how do we find the inverse of that? Well, the first thing we do is we replace f of x with y, and we say y equals 4x to the 4th. After that, we exchange x and y. We say x equals 4y to the 4th. Then we solve for the new y. We say, okay, here's y, so first we gotta divide both sides by 4. And now we have y to the 4th is equal to x over 4. And then from here, we take the 4th root of both sides, and we are left with y by itself is equal to the 4th root of x over 4. Right? Two more. This one will be f of x equals 32x to the 5th. Replace f of x with y, and then exchange x and y. X equals 32y to the 5th. Now solve for y. So what we have is 32y to the 5th equals x. Divide both sides by 32. And I have y to the 5th is equal to x over 32. I take the 5th root of both sides, and I have y equals the 5th root of x over. You can take the 5th root of 32. That's equal to 2. Because basically 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 equals 32. So the 5th root of 32 is 2, or 2 to the 5th is 32. So this is the answer. This is f inverse of x. You could say it's equal to the 5th root of x over 2. Last example, if we have f of x equals -2 fifths x to the 3rd, how do you find f inverse of x? First, replace f of x with y. Then we have -2 fifths x to the 3rd. Okay? From there, exchange x and y. X equals -2 fifths y to the third. From there, I'm going to multiply by the negative reciprocal to get y by itself. I now have negative 5 halves x equals y to the third. And now I can take my cubed root of both sides, and I have here y is equal to the cubed root of negative 5x over 2. This is f inverse of negative 2 fifths x to the third is equal to the third root of negative 5x over 2. Thank you for watching.